So, Oscars, everyone.
Ooh, yes.
Any surprises?
Yes, Joey, yes.
What did I do?
Any major snubs, Joey? You just told us about.
Yes, Uncut Gems. Son of a bitch.
Did it get nominated for anything?
No, they snubbed it completely. It was a fantastic movie. It should have gotten in there over Marriage Story. Sorry, it was a fine movie, but I don't think it deserves.
Marriage Story is the one with
Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
I'm confused though because
good.
I know Irishman was released in theaters, so it could maybe count for nominations. Was Marriage Story? Because if it wasn't,
it was Netflix.
I mean, Roma wasn't either.
It was a Netflix original movie.
But I thought a lot of people got pissy with that.
Historically speaking, Netflix movies don't win Oscars. So if
people get pissy with everything. I mean, people are pissed at half this list.
But Renee Zellweger was nominated for Judy, which I understand is a Netflix thing.
Oh,
is it not?
No, I don't think it is.
I mean, oh no, you're right. No,
I would
you're
watch
right.
in a heartbeat.
No.
It looks really good.
Someone didn't do her research.
Okay. But the Marriage Story was good. Have you seen it?
Yes, I just said it was.
I don't know.
Nobody listen to me.
I saw one clip from it, and it's him and Scarlett argue, and I'm sure there's many clips
That's
of that.
literally
the entire movie.
That's the only clip anybody uses as like a sizzle reel for the movie.
Yeah.
But
They're
it's
like,
the entire movie.
No, they don't get to that level of acting until that moment. And it's literally an hour and a half into it. Mm-hmm. And then you're just like, I mean, okay, that was great. But I waited,
really
the rest of the time I was just like, okay. Like,
I'm going to say this.
Is this the movie where Scarlett Johansson's dancing around or whatever, and it says this is what the medication...
What?
That meme or whatever.
She's an actress, right?
Yeah, it's like...
Yes. Well, they're both...
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's like a...
Where she's like dancing around with a whole bunch of people and says, this medication may kill you.
What did you just do?
I hurt you.
You hurt me?
No, I hurt you.
Okay. Anyways. You get corona.
No, that's me.
Contagion too.
So if you've ever been in a relationship before or married before or have gone through a divorce...
all three, sister.
What?
What? I'm so confused.
That's me, all of them.
That was all one weekend, too.
I think it's super
hangover,
relatable in that context. Because you go through the motions of what it's like to be in a committed relationship with a child and then, try to co-parent and coexist together and then... you finally branch out and then just dealing with the fact that you guys are no longer going to be together. And it does kind of build to that scene that you're referring to where they explode. Mm-hmm. But like I've been there, done that personally. Right. And I think anybody has in a relationship like that.
And I totally understand that. Like I got that.
But I think that's why it was nominated. Just for
that one scene?
No, just for
the build-up?
For the telling of
the emotional
how
connection.
Toxic. I don't want to say it was toxic, but the build of how a relationship goes from being everything that you wanted to now where we're at in America. Where what's the percentage of divorce rates?
7.
And what still?
That's all he's got.
Oh,
$7.
I just think it's super relatable.
I just feel like less people maybe begin.
Well, I think less people are getting married. Yeah, they're not getting married.
I see
like
what you're saying. Like, it does start off very like it's a mutual divorce, and they're all they're trying to be cordial about the whole thing, and just like
because they have a kid.
Because they have a kid, and there's like
damn lawyers.
But then the lawyers come in, kind of like especially Ray Liotta. Laura Dern. I think Laura Dern was good in this movie. I will say, she was good.
She's a badass.
She's great.
Laura Dern.
Sorry,
I just she took out the Death Star or whatever the hell.
Oh my gosh, she had one of the greatest shots in the new trilogy. Anyways,
she was good.
I just don't think that movie in general, was that special. But also, I'm not in the Oscars committee, so it doesn't really matter.
I wish I was.
Can somebody, and I don't mean to change the subject, can somebody help me out here with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Because I did watch it last weekend.
Yes, I'd love to. That's
a great movie, I thought. Mm-hmm. The one thing that I have a question on, is it like a retelling of like a different version of what
have you seen,
he thought was going to happen?
Inglourious Bastards?
Yes.
So they kill Hitler at the end?
Yes.
I think it's just Tarantino's world of just like alternate history.
The victims switch places with the killers, basically.
Okay, because I thought it was...
killers get what's come to them.
Well, and also, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, one of my favorite things is...
Because Sharon Tate was supposed to die.
That's my thing, is they never treat her like a damsel, because she literally she doesn't know that these people are there.
Right.
Like, so she's never in danger. I mean, she is, because they're, planning to kill her. But it's never like, oh, I need to save the girl. It's like, oh, we need to stop these home intruders. Too bad Brad Pitt's on LSD or whatever, and Leo's in the pool. It's like Tarantino did same thing with Inglourious Bastards. He did the one thing that nobody else could, is he saved countless lives, or he saved Sharon Tate's life. And he did what he wanted to do with that script, and that's why I appreciated it so much.
Well, and it is a fairy tale just off the title.
Okay.
Yeah, literally Once Upon a Time.
Right, so it's kind of like,
Because I thought it was a great
fictionalized.
movie.
Yeah.
Loved Brad Pitt just simply because he beat up Bruce Lee, which
He
was
saved history
hilarious.
twice.
Yeah.
Killed Hitler.
Yeah.
Killed the
So I mean,
text.
the hilarious part was like he was primed because he was just a stunt director or a stunt guy.
Yeah.
So he just
Yeah.
beat the shit out of people, which was absolutely hilarious.
That ranch scene was the most intense out of the whole
That
thing,
ranch
I
scene?
think. Or maybe the end was too, because I didn't know what was coming. But that ranch scene, it was just creepy. Like the whole thing was creepy.
Oh, with Bruce Dern.
He wanted,
Yeah.
he wanted to see his friend, or not really a friend.
And I thought they were going to kill him in that.
Oh yeah, especially when he punched the guy for slashing his tire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler. But do you think he's deserved of a nomination for that?
Oh, absolutely. He should win.
Yeah.
I mean, because
He's probably destined to win, right?
Who else is up for supporting? I keep forgetting.
So Brad Pitt
Pacino.
Adam
Yeah.
Driver, Antonio Banderas.
and Tom
For
Hanks.
supporting?
Or I'm sorry, that's actor. Hopkins, Pesci, Al Pacino, and Tom Hanks.
And I think
Oh, not
that,
Brad Pitt.
no, Brad Pitt's supporting actor.
Brad Pitt.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Sorry. Yep.
And
yep.
I think that Brad Pitt will likely win just based off of his other nominations. So he won the Golden Globe. He won a SAG. Same thing with the Joker.
You think Joaquin will?
Yeah,
take
I
it?
mean,
Well, it's
he won
usually
a
the
Golden
movie-
Globe. He won the SAG.
It's usually the movie with the most, like, because that movie has 11 nominations, and that is usually the one that sweeps, unless it's
Which I'm
was it La La Land that won almost all of them, and then Moonlight.
yes, and I didn't feel like it was all that great, but that's
I didn't either. And
I never
Moonlight,
saw it.
Moonlight won, and I was like, this is the best, because I was at work, and like I turned my head for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
and then they're
Turned
like,
on a dime.
and they're like, no wait,
Good night, everybody. What?
Moonlight won. I was like, this is awesome. And then then,
That got so entertaining. Just listening about it.
Yeah, and then you see the photo come out the next like day or whatever, and it's just a sea of all the actors just like.
Well, everybody thought Warren
The Rock
Beatty
was
was just
giving
being
the eyebrow.
old and like read the wrong name. Like, no, he got the wrong card. And it's
Something
how
like
does that even happen?
So
How do you
someone
get
in
the
the
wrong
back,
card?
Yeah.
someone in the back was taking photos with, I think, either the awards or with
the
a
accountant
celebrity.
who was passing out.
Yeah, he was passing out. So he passed out the wrong ones.
Stupid ass.
I
It's-
am.
They make two.
So mad about it.
They make two.
You
They make
son of a
two
bitch.
for a reason, I guess, in case one gets destroyed or whatever.
man.
And so I think he gave him the duplicate of when
La La Land,
Emma Stone
okay.
won.
Both
And so
quads.
that's what they got.
You
I
heard that
guess.
story?
I do want to say though, because Leonardo DiCaprio is such a phenomenal actor, and I think it's stupid that he's only ever won one Oscar.
Agreed.
But I thought he did a really great job in Once Upon a Time.
But Revenant was
That was
deserving
hilarious.
of an Oscar. I mean, that was
Especially that scene
was a
where he's
movie
an
to get-
actor playing an actor.
Oh, yeah,
And I
yeah.
just think that that's to me that was amazing.
Yeah.
When Brad Pitt gets Leo back into the car, he's like, "Man, don't cry in front of a Mexican restaurant."
No, it's in
Remember?
front of the Mexicans.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I was like, "Ooh."
This is how they.
Hey, it was a different
I guess,
time.
I
It
don't
was a
know.
different time. Yeah.
But
Anyway,
the Joker was really good too, and
That's- okay.
I did not.
Which
I
one?
don't. The Joker.
I just did not expect
I
that.
don't understand. There's a lot of hate for this movie,
The Joker.
The Joker, and I get that. I think a lot of it stems from, like, the danger that it could have brought on, or something that everybody
They were
was worried
afraid
about.
mental people would be like, "Yeah, I can do this."
But they're saying, like, I've seen so many, people talking about it. It doesn't change my my thought of the movie. I love the movie. So many people are talking about how, it's a movie that's wants so badly to be about something, but it's not. And it's like, well, then you just missed the point.
I was gonna
Well,
say.
a lot of them are like it borrows from this and that, but every movie borrows from something.
That's such a stupid thing. They said, yeah, it's derivative of Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, and another Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, Scorsese was attached at one point. Todd Phillips literally went to him and said, "This is my idea for the movie." I don't get how people don't. You have Google. You have stuff to look this shit up before you open your mouth and just say anything. Words mean stuff. And I know I'm sounding like, probably like an incel or whatever everybody's like crying about now. It's a good movie, and I'm not even looking at, Joaquin had a great portrayal. He was fantastic in this movie. I'm not even looking at Joker. That's another thing. People worry about like, people who love this movie, they worry that we're looking at the Joker to be the hero.
Yeah.
Protagonist, I don't think always means hero. It just means the person we're focusing on.
Yeah.
Like, Thomas Wayne, yeah, he's the antagonist because he's the guy that this guy's going up against. Doesn't mean, he's Bruce Wayne's father. He's got a good side to him. I don't watch Breaking Bad and say, wow, I hope Walter White kills all these guys. It's like, this is just nuts and I'm along for the ride. I mean, none of these, like Fight Club, none of these guys are heroes. I get that. Any sane person who can tell reality from a movie gets that. But, like, people just want to have this argument because
You shouldn't like the bad guy.
It's entertaining when a bad guy kills a bad guy. When it goes to, like, innocent people, that's when I'm like, that's when you should shut off and say, this isn't entertaining at all.
Yeah.
It's like the first time that people watch Dexter. It's a really great show, and all of a sudden, the first thing that you hear out of somebody's, like, within the first 2 or 3 sentences is, I really shouldn't like this guy, but I do. And that's, they have a hard time realizing that it is just a story, but it's really well written.
He's killing bad people.
And he's killing bad people. Yeah. I mean, the Joker is a character study of a person with a mental disability.
Who brings up a lot of valid issues.
Right.
On
how society treats those people.
And it's a scary story about how society can make somebody like this.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And nobody looks at this and says, like, he's doing the right thing. More, people who are treated like this are going to rise up someday. It's like, no. That's not the point of the story. 90% of the movie, I'm like, yeah, he's getting treated poorly. Oh, shit, he just killed a bunch of people. Like, that's... A lot of people get treated
look
poorly.
at natural born killers. Look at...
Right.
Shoot, I had it in my head. I forgot. Oh, Taxi Driver. Look at that. Like, people have T-shirts of him with the gun, and they quote the lines. He goes to kill people in that one. I haven't seen it in a while. I don't know if he's killed innocent people or just bad people.
I think just bad people.
Okay.
Look at You, the show, not Josh.
I was like, what?
Have you guys seen You?
No, but I've heard it's
it's really good.
Okay, people love that shit. And it's like, it's literally the exact same, like, premise.
He's a serial killer.
This dude is insane. Like, he's not just insane, he's like a sociopath where he's, like, narrating in his head, like, I'm going to give you the life you think, or I'm going to give you the life that you deserve, and I don't care who gets in my way. I'll kill anybody I need to, but only bad people. And then, like, a couple innocent people die along the way. And it's like, how are you going to... You got to pick a lane. You can't love this shit and then, like, go on and bash something else. Is it just because it's getting a lot of recognition?
Or if it's comic related? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, comic book movie. But this is such...
First DC movie to be nominated for Best Picture, by the way.
Sorry, Marvel. But it's just like... It just transcends comic book movies. It's like Logan or... Logan's the first thing that comes to mind because that's so much more than a comic book movie. It's like a very serious, grounded... movie
Still
about
should have got that same attention.
No, absolutely.
Stewart's performance in that was incredible,
Right.
that should have got him at least a nomination.
So that's just how I feel about it. And, like, they made a joke on SNL last night about. I'm not mad about it. It's just, it is what it is. And they said Melissa Villaseñor made a song. It was called, like, White Male Rage, and she's saying all these movies are about white male rage. And then she brought up Little Women. She was like, yeah, it was great, but Greta didn't get nominated because of white male rage. And I was just like, I think you're just missing a lot of points, but I'm not.
I think people are getting tired of that. Well, it's like reversed racism in a way, too.
It's getting really old.
But
we can go down that rabbit hole later.
But no, it's just like, I think the word that you're looking for is conflict. Because, she even brought up 1917. It's like, that was, it was white male rage, but it was war. Are you going to watch a movie? What are you going to watch? What movie do you want to watch? Are people just sitting? Do you want every movie to be like Little Women? Because I saw that movie. It was good.
And people are going to go see that movie. That's the thing. Everyone wants to see this and that and that. But when it comes out, they don't go see it.
No.
And it's like, well, what the hell do you
want? Here's the thing. I enjoyed Little Women. I thought it was good. But I don't think every movie should be like that. I don't think every movie should be any one type of way. Mm-hmm. But people, I just don't know what they're looking for anymore.
I think the bigger question.
I think a lot of people are like that. We all just have dissected everything, and we just don't know what the hell most people want.
And then another thing is, she didn't bring up Marriage Story.
Which Adam Driver hosted the show.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I wonder if he wasn't hosting, would you have said this? It's just like, but it is SNL. I'm not,
Yeah.
I
stopped watching SNL a long time ago.
I love SNL still, and, like, they get in trouble for a lot of stupid stuff, and like I said, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't think people are looking at this from a level-headed viewpoint.
Or a creative level, either. Like an artistic level.
Mm-hmm. Sure. but you know,
Right.
she sang the song. A lot of people ate it up on Twitter and everything. Like, I was like, this is gonna appeal to a certain audience.
Oh, they ate it up in a good way?
Yeah, they loved it, and they were like, oh yeah, this is true. And it's like, what? I mean, there are other movies that were deserving, but like, we are where we are. The Oscars, like, until all the Oscar like committee.
Can she get up and act like that?
Who?
The chick you're talking about?
Mia Senor? Actually, she's good. She's really good at impersonations. She has a great voice. I'm not dogging her. It's just like they probably came to her and said like, "Do you have anything for the Oscars or something?" She's like, "Yeah, I can come up with something."
Yeah.
And she went for kind of like the lowest hanging fruit.
Wow.
Mitch.
What are you talking about, low hanging fruit? I know my balls dangle in the water,
Oh,
I'm gonna put my mask back on.
but I'm not coughing anymore.
No,
yeah, because you passed it to me.
Yeah.
what
No, I'm
is?
kidding.
I don't want it, thanks.
No, I just got a tickle in my throat. I'm fine.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
It's that low hanging
I
fruit.
just got a tickle. My arm falls off. It's just a tickle. Tis but a scratch. But I don't know. Like I said, it is what it is, and it's not gonna. The Oscar layout is not going to change until the committee changes.
Right.
Like, there are, like I said, plenty of other. I'm surprised Parasite got nominated because I thought it was fantastic, but I was like,
Well, let's quickly
People don't
talk
like to
about
read.
the nominated Best Pictures.
Oh, yeah.
1917.
sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent.
No, it's fine. I don't want to interrupt you. I just want to.
Nope,
We
you're
were,
good.
we were talking about Parasite.
Yep.
That's one of them. 1917, Ford v Ferrari, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, Little Women, Jojo Rabbit, and Marriage Story. I haven't seen all of these, but I've seen
I have one left.
1917. I really enjoyed that. Ford v Ferrari, great film. Joker,
that was great.
yeah, all of them are great. I haven't seen Irishman, Little Women, Jojo Rabbit, or Marriage Story yet. So I think I might see Jojo Rabbit before the Oscars.
In a way, I'd almost like to see The Irishman win.
Is it overhyped? Do you think? Like,
No.
Have you seen Irishman, Joe?
Absolutely.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't-
definitely worth or
No, it
deserves
was
its
fantastic.
praises. Okay,
It's fantastic, but the thing that I want most about it is because it's a long movie, and I don't think
it's like 3 hours. isn't
yeah,
it?
and I think it needs
That's a
those.
Scorsese film, though.
It needs that amount of time to build up the story, and
Right.
so often people are afraid to make a movie that long because people lose interest. But if you have a good story, if you have a good director, you can make it happen and do really well, like The Irishman.
Well, the
Right.
thing I've always said about The Irishman is that always, like, it came out 10 years ago. The thing I've said about The Irishman is when people make long movies like that,
Yeah.
spanning like decades, they rush things a lot.
Right.
They try to do like,
Yeah.
here's what happened 5 years later, here's what happened 2 years later, here's what happened this and this.
Yeah, yeah.
In Irishman, it lets stuff sit. It lets stuff
Finesse.
it lets stuff mature, and you're just like, okay, we can.
It's a
breathe,
truly-
and we're going along with the story. We're not like on a roller coaster, really,
Right.
and it just feels very organic.
Right.
And then there's emotion.
Yeah.
There's like storytelling through silence, like his daughter,
Yeah,
Anna Paquin, which a lot of people are mad that she didn't get
More lines.
a lot of talking.
yeah.
That was the entire point of her character, because like her, the phrase "your silence is deafening." It's like she's not saying anything, and she
Right.
knows what the fuck's going on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
and it's just
And then when you get done watching the movie, I went to YouTube immediately because I wanted to know more about who these people were. And there's a ton of documentaries on Jimmy Hoffa, the Irishman, his whole family, the family, the crime boss family, and all that stuff. And you delve deeper into it, and you realize, just like Joey said, she knew as soon as Hoffa went missing that his dad was the reason why.
It's not always dialogue. It's just the look.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Scorsese's
just.
great at that, at just directing people to be like,
It felt like
This is how you
a
need it.
good Goodfellas again. It really felt like, okay, this is good cinema again.
I think it just showed that Scorsese, I don't think has ever really lost a step.
No.
Like,
No, I can't think of when he. Did
another-
you ever see the Liam Neeson film he did? I can't remember what it was called.
Gangs of New York.
No. He was in that. but
The Departed?
Was it the Cruise? No, it was.
Last Temptation of Christ. No.
No, that was Mel Gibson.
This was like
I know
5 years ago or so, maybe.
I know you're talking. It was a Willem Dafoe, right?
No, I think Liam Neeson lost a ton of weight, and it was all about them. It was like they were crucified and they were in the water. It was not the Last Temptation of Christ. It was I don't remember what it was, but anyway, I just wanted. I never saw that, so it probably was good.
I think the problem is, though, is that, when these guys are making great movies like this, like Steven Spielberg, when he used to make a great movie, he'd talk about all the advances that he put into the movie and how he's helping cinema and stuff. But he never got into this personal opinion of other movies, and that's what I miss about the directors of old. And then Scorsese gets up there and starts talking about Marvel and trashing it.
Well, but Spielberg, I think a year ago or two, he trashed Netflix.
He got up there because, and I don't know if that's because of behind the scenes stuff, like he really wants to do a Netflix movie.
Oh, Silence?
Yeah, that might have been it. Yep.
I think Adam Driver was in that.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
so I don't know. No, you're fine.
He's everywhere.
I just don't know if it's like something like where he wants to do a Netflix movie and hasn't been able to yet. But just tell the story, tell how you got there, tell how you advanced technology and all that
That's
stuff.
what makes me mad
fun.
about. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That makes me mad about like what Spielberg, Scorsese, Coppola say.
Well,
they're all trendsetters. Okay,
You don't hear what's his nuts
hold on.
from Star Wars talking about anything.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't really have a lot in the game anymore anyways.
Red Tails? No, he didn't direct that one. Go ahead.
Yeah. Scorsese, I give a pass.
Yeah.
Because he was asked his opinion. He didn't come out. He didn't open his door one day and say, like, I hate Marvel.
Fair enough.
You know how Scorsese sounds.
He's never seen any of them, I'm sure. So
He's no Woody Allen.
And he's literally, like, come back and said, I never said they were bad. I said they were theme parks. People love theme parks. That's fine. I don't want to get Jerry Seinfeld on here. People love theme parks. They're great.
I just get mad when someone criticizes something and they haven't seen it. Like he even said, like, I try to watch them. It's like, well, you haven't seen 20 of them, and I know you don't have the time, so maybe you shouldn't say shit
Here's
unless
the thing.
you know
He's
what
not
you're talking
wrong,
about.
Though. I mean, he doesn't know what he's talking. They're not. People look at these like people are pining for Endgame to be.
And I don't agree to that.
No, that's no.
No, I don't.
It was a fine. It was a fine ending to a 22 movie saga, but no.
Right. No, I get you. Yeah.
Anyways,
You're fine.
Who's everyone's picks?
Yeah.
Let's do
Great
picks.
question. Let's do
Megan's
that.
bored over
Megan,
here.
have you seen any of these Best Picture nomination?
I
Nominated
have.
films?
Yes. Hold on. Let me
Who's
pull
seen
up-
the most? Winner gets $10.
Oh, you.
Oh, Joey,
You've
easily.
seen
All right,
them.
give me $10 each.
Ford v Ferrari, awesome.
It was great. It was very. It
Love
was
that
a very.
movie.
It was a very feel good movie, for the most part.
Saw that in IMAX.
When has Christian Bale
No, I
ever
didn't
made a
see
bad
it.
movie, though? I mean,
Oh, he's made some bad ones. I
Did you see
think.
Dark Knight?
Jesus.
So if I'm
That was
gonna
great.
do my picks,
Well, I take that back about the Best Picture. Wasn't Dark Knight or The Dark Knight nominated for Best Picture? I thought.
No, I think it was
okay.
literally just
Heath Ledger was
Right.
nominated as the best supporting
reminds
actor.
me.
Every
Well-
Joker, every live action Joker
makes a nod. Well, I was gonna
has
say.
been an Oscar nom, except for Leto because he got cut out of the movie. Anyways, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that at the SAG Awards, Joaquin Phoenix made a nod to him. So
I was just
It wasn't
wondering.
just a
Yeah.
nod. He
Well,
literally
yeah,
said,
he-
"I'm standing on the shoulders of my favorite actor, Heath Ledger." It's
yeah,
like,
I hope
oh God.
brings that to the Oscar speech if he wins.
Yeah.
I think he will. If I'm going in line of like how people are
That's
winning at
great.
the other
That's great
award
tribute.
shows,
He seemed more collected at the SAG Awards
than he did
Yeah.
the Golden Globes
Well,
for
I think
sure.
because I think at the SAG Awards, it's like you're literally surrounded by like if we were having awards, and I wouldn't want awards from like I don't know, just random ass people that I didn't really know that much. But you guys are going to nominate an award for best. Who cares?
Right.
It's like I didn't think I would deserve this, but I'm very humbled. Thank you very much. So it's just a lot more personal.
Well, I'm
you know?
sure his
'Cause
PR
they're all in the
people
same-
also like coached him a
They've
little
all got
bit.
the same
Maybe
skin in the game.
Yeah.
perhaps. Yeah.
But no, it was a great speech at the SAG Awards. I
yeah,
thought.
I thought so.
And he
good.
thanked all the
Other nominees.
he thanked Adam Driver. He thanked he was the whole like throwback to Leo.
Yeah.
He was like, we kept hearing this kid who kept getting all our parts. We're like, who the hell is this Leo DiCaprio guy? I thought that was great. I don't know. He's just
I liked when he maybe it was his first speech he did where he just said there is no fucking competition.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
no confidence.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't.
He was just a lot
He's a
more-
weird guy, okay, but a lot of
That's-
artists
that's
are.
a
He's
lot- that's-
eccentric.
He's very eccentric. That's what
Yeah.
a lot of people are like. That's why they don't. Yeah, and it's just like, what? He's weird. Is that why he doesn't deserve? What has he
Because-
done? He hasn't done anything. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He hugs literally all. He went up and hugged like the director of Parasite, I think. And like, he's a vegetarian for God's sake. Like, I don't know how
Woody
you
Allen can make a film and get
I love how we
nominations
always
and all
describe
that.
people as being nice if they're vegetarian.
He literally
That's
won't,
the
he
ultimate,
literally
yeah.
won't eat animals. He's like, I don't. I mean, I don't know. That's just God tier to me.
He's
Well,
weird,
Wendy
but
Williams
he's
made fun of his
phenomenal.
His
Oh, his cleft
Oh
lip.
my
like
God.
bitch. Sorry.
And she even apologized about it, and people are like,
too late.
Oh, she's too. It's like people are like, oh, she's not going to get canceled. It's like, I know she's not. She's got a show. That's great.
Not a fan.
But like, why? I don't understand.
She's got to throw a show at 3 a.m. on Channel 13. 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Mitch only knows that because he records them.
No,
He's driving.
no. When I get
saying.
home from a late night, the last thing I want to see is Wendy Williams going, "Hey y'all."
So how you know what?
Now, I told China Black not to mess with Robert Kardashian, but she didn't
Right?
listen.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She's got a front
And
butt
Joaquin
too.
Phoenix got a cleft palate. Fuck you.
No, she didn't even say that. She's like, what's that thing? And she like made the face. I was like,
Then I'd be like, what's this thing? Your face. What is that?
got her.
Boom.
Anyways,
I think they got revenge because I saw the internet blow up
Oh,
when
yeah.
they thought that she passed gas on her show because
Oh,
she
yeah.
would
Well,
never
no,
let.
not so much that one. Let me see if I can find it.
Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, let's talk about
What
Oscars
are we
more.
picking here?
So,
We can delete a lot of that out.
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll
just
see.
delete all of it out. So for Best Picture, it's hard because different things have won at the Golden Globes. So I'm going to go with something I haven't seen, and I'm going to say The Irishman.
Okay.
Okay. And then Best Actor, I am going to go with Joaquin Phoenix because he seems to be winning
Are
everything.
we doing all of them?
Yes. Best Supporting Actor, I'm going to go with
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. Best Actress.
Astronaut. Best astronaut. Neil Armstrong.
I'm also going to go with Renee Zellweger because she seems to be winning at the
Yeah.
other shows.
A lot of
Winning.
people said she was great.
Best Supporting Actress, I think Margot Robbie deserves to win that
absolutely.
for sure. Best Director, I'm going to say Sam
That
Mendes.
For, what's this? What?
Bombshell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know. So for Best Director, I'm going to say Sam Mendes. Yeah, he won at the SAG
I know.
Awards.
It's just. You go. I'll say my thing. I'll say my piece when I get there.
So
What did you pick? Film already?
yeah,
Sorry.
I said The Irishman.
Oh right. I'm sorry. Okay.
I think Quentin Tarantino. I mean, I think he was good, but I don't know.
Has he ever won director?
I think he won for Django, maybe. Or maybe best screenplay, actually.
He did win best screenplay at the I think it was comedic screenplay for the SAG Awards
No.
Yeah.
It
or
was,
something of that nature.
It was Golden Globes they won for
Okay.
best movie in a comedy, which I don't really think Once Upon a Time is a comedy, but whatever.
But they won in that
Yeah, but
category.
they
I know,
put,
that's what I'm
remember they
saying.
put
It's
The
like-
Martian in that category too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Are
Who's
you
going?
done? Oh.
Scroll up.
I know what to do with
Okay,
films.
sorry.
It's right there.
Do you need help?
You put your
No.
finger on it.
So director, I want to say Bong Joon-ho, who directed Parasite,
Okay.
because that was such a well-told movie, well-told story. He also did Snowpiercer, the Chris Evans.
Oh, sure. Yep.
And he does really good because Parasite's a lot about class, like socialism or class, like society and social structure and
Segregation.
I don't want to say
Integration.
segregation, but just like, how we treat people that are like below us or whatever. And Snowpiercer was a lot about that too. It's like literally
Right.
the poor at the back. The
Classes are in.
yeah.
Which is still a form of segregation. Segregation doesn't
Sure,
mean color.
okay. I just don't want. I respect Sam Mendes. I love, like, 1917 was great. I just think it's a really safe choice because it's a war movie. So we've had a lot of war movies win before, and it's just, that's great. It's fantastic, awesome. There are a lot more stories that have been told that I think are deserving. That's just me. Supporting actress, I would say Margot Robbie. If not her, then Laura Dern. Oh, I forgot Florence Pugh. That's going to be tough. I will say Margot Robbie, I think. But, yeah. Laura Dern or Florence Pugh, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they won either. Did you see Adam Sandler's exchange with Kathy Bates on Twitter?
I saw her.
So he got snubbed. And
Right.
he was like, I got snubbed, but Mama didn't. And then, like, he posts
yeah.
that picture.
No,
Oh,
no.
so he started it. I thought she started
Yeah.
it.
and
Okay,
then
cool,
she said,
cool.
She said, like, I learned a new word for you, the goat. Not like we eat at home, though. And I was like, okay, this is great. I love this. So, yeah. Best actress. Ooh. Either Renee Zellweger or Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron Johnson, as I call her.
She's in everything.
Yeah.
Is she good in that?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson show.
Gotcha.
Real quick, is Bombshell good?
I have yet to see it.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
Though. I do want to see it. I heard she perfectly encompasses Megan Kelly.
She looks just like her.
Yeah,
it's crazy. She transforms. That
Megan
definitely
Kelly,
gives you a
I think,
nomination.
even talked shit about the movie or something.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah, I think so. I heard.
For those who don't know, just a little quick anecdote about Megan Kelly. She's not the nicest person. Not. I know that's not really going to go far, but
have you driven her?
There have been people that have driven her, and
she's driven him.
No,
crazy. Oh, don't touch me.
No, somebody actually did from our limousine company and said that when he said hello, just hello, she said, "Don't talk to me."
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So that's the kind of person we're dealing with.
She knows what she wants.
Get a trailer next time.
When she wonders why men treat her like trash.
A horse trailer.
Oh.
We can cut a lot of this out.
I don't know if I have the time.
Anyway, best supporting actor.
Kelly Bates.
Yeah. Kelly Bates.
I do want to see that Richard Jewell film though. That guy got a bad rap, man.
Yeah, then he died.
He did.
Supporting actor's hard because you got Tom Hanks, who's always fantastic.
Great.
Is Tom Hanks? Is that for
Mr. Rogers?
Once you win 2 Oscars, it's really hard to win a third one for the same. Well, actually,
and also,
he's
like,
supporting, so it's different. Which I thought he'd be. I thought he'd be best actor.
I guess I'd never seen. I hadn't seen the movie. So
I haven't either.
It really is more like a. It's
It's the
it's like a report.
reporter is the main actor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, makes
the guy
sense.
The guy from The
Americans. Yep.
I'd probably go with Brad Pitt just because he's like Megan said he won,
and he's
Gold
hot,
Globes,
right?
SAGs.
And like I don't like, but I did love Joe Pesci and Al Pacino in The Irishman. I thought they were great, especially Pesci, just the way he like. Oh, you haven't seen. Anyways,
De Niro got him out of retirement. I heard.
Yeah, he was like the only reason he came back, pretty much. Actor,
The de-age your face.
probably Joaquin Phoenix. But
Would that be an
I
upset?
wouldn't be surprised if Banderas came out of nowhere and won.
Did you see that film at all?
No, but I've heard good things. And
it's like Pain
I think
and
he's
Gain, maybe, or something like that.
Pain and Glory.
Pain and Glory.
Pain and Gain's The Rock.
I know. I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
But apparently he's playing the director of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like it's his story, and
Nice.
I don't know. I think Banderas deserves
Sure.
a shot because, like, I didn't even know he had a heart attack. A couple
Yeah, I
years
heard about
ago,
that.
or
Yeah,
recently,
yeah.
maybe.
His peak before that, I think, was Philadelphia, and I don't know if he got nominated for that or not. But he was Tom Hanks's.
Banderas?
He was Tom Hanks's lover in that film.
Oh, I guess I've never seen the movie.
Are him and Melanie Griffith still together?
No.
I think they're divorced.
No, but he's still close to his
She said
stepchildren.
you had a heart attack.
Dakota Johnson, they're very
Yeah.
close still. So
Yeah.
good family.
Dakota Johnson.
That's Melanie Griffin's and Don Johnson's daughter.
Yeah, they're close with. She's close with who?
Banderas, because he was her stepfather.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
I lost the connection.
It's all right.
Okay, best picture. Again, my top choice is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I'm assuming Joker's gonna win, which I'm totally
Right.
fine with.
I hope so.
That's one thing I'm not
They
mad.
haven't
I'm not
been
mad about.
But
Like,
you
really,
think Hollywood should get it?
Yes, I'm not really mad about any of these nominations.
Like you can totally do that, like what you think and what you want, I guess.
But again, from
It's
out
all
of nowhere,
strategy.
I would like to see Parasite. That just in the back of just come from out of nowhere and be like, boom, Parasite won. Like, okay,
Everyone's
great.
gonna be like, "What's that movie? What?"
Yeah, I don't like to.
They probably
read.
are after it got nominated.
I can't read. Yeah, those are my picks.
Cool, Mitch. You got any off the top of your head?
can't
Yeah,
touch my
best
phone.
director's got to be Martin Scorsese.
Did he get nominated?
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Oh, I guess I overlooked that.
I don't think he's going to win Best Picture on this. I think
don't either.
Joker will. Best Actor's got to go to Joaquin Phoenix. I just don't see anybody standing out as strong as he was in that movie, and the ability to, now that I've seen like some extras from that movie and realizing that it wasn't. There's like 16 different takes of one scene, and that Todd Phillips had to go back and spend months trying to figure out which one scene paired with another scene really well, and
Right,
how-
they played around with.
yeah, how it wasn't just really one directional.
Thankfully,
type
everything's shot on
acting.
digital now.
I think
Yeah.
I think out of all those actors, like all the best actor nominees, the job of an actor is to kind of want people to look at you and not know it's you, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think Joaquin really filled those shoes the best because there are times in that movie where I'm just like, I don't know who this like is like a new character. I mean, it is like a different character. But
Well,
just like he mostly just like takes this role. He puts everything into this role, and it's insane.
It's one of those things. I thought it was a great movie, and for those who haven't seen it yet, and I'm probably going to spoil it, but the part where he finally ends up shooting the host, there's this De Niro. There's this real quick shot of him after that's all done. The crowd's going crazy, and it just looks at him, and you see his chin just kind of, like, oh my God, what have I done, kind of thing. And
on the talk show,
yeah,
okay.
And if you watch it over and over again, you realize that that's something that can't be acted, because it's just like, it's such an emotional piece.
It's a muscle reflex.
It's a muscle reflex to, oh my God, I just did something.
How do I react to this?
How do I react to it? And there's no way you can act that. It's just true human emotion.
Channeled something.
And he channeled something that no other actor I've ever seen do.
Sure.
And I think that goes to his credit to how far down the rabbit hole he went with this character. If he doesn't get it, I would be surprised.
Well, and also with him, like, mostly just in that scene, there were a couple things. He says, this is what happens. What do you get when society or whatever? I don't think I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the original script.
No,
he was supposed to say like when a institution or something like that, but he said society, and I'm just like, wow, that's like he's playing to the audience, like the deep cut audience who like has paid attention to the Joker and like the whole like society meme, but he's turned it into like a serious anecdote. And then the laugh he does after like he kills Murray.
Yeah.
If you pay attention, all his other laughs have been like cackly and like uncontrollable, but this one's he's very calm, and he's just like like it's a very controlled laugh, and I'm just like that's
if you've ever seen somebody that's just like blacked out with rage, just seen red, the way that he does it, it's just you can see it build up, and then finally that childish kind of inner boy that he's always been in an adult body goes away, and finally all of a sudden you see him truly okay with who he is, and that's okay.
Transformed.
And that whole blackout period, once he finally realizes what's happened, he's just like, I'm free. And that's why I think he deserves it.
Life gave
again
me
for
lemons,
the listeners,
I
we're
made
not.
lemonade.
None of us are insane.
Yeah.
We just appreciate the movie.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna get all upset, do us a huge favor and don't.
Yeah. Best supporting actor, I would either say Brad Pitt or Tom Hanks. I have seen the Mr. Rogers movie. Tom Hanks does an incredibly good job.
He does.
As well as Brad Pitt. So it's going to be really tough between them. Best actress. I don't really know what to think. I haven't seen any of these movies that these ladies have been in, so I'm just going to trust the audience on that one.
Sure.
Best supporting actress. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people are saying Margot Robbie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, she was such a short little blurps in the movie.
It's for Bombshell.
Oh, it's for Bombshell?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I have not seen that movie, so I'll just trust what you guys say. And best director, then Martin Scorsese. Bringing true to form that old mobster style movie and that feel again. So that's what I'm going with.
Cool. So best picture, I'd say The Irishman. I haven't seen it, but it just sounds like it's probably one that's going to win. Best actor, Joaquin Phoenix. Supporting, Brad Pitt. Actress, Renee Zellweger. She looks like Judy Garland. It's crazy, and I know she's very talented. I'm going to go with Laura Dern for supporting. Although I don't know if you have noticed, Scarlett Johansson's nominated for Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress. So she's got she joined the 2 Club, or they call it something when that happens.
Supporting to Adam Driver?
Yes.
No, supporting in Jojo Rabbit, and then
I'm sorry. Yep.
actress in Marriage Story.
I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit.
Director, I'm going to say Sam Mendes, because I just saw 1917. It's fresh, and yes, I haven't seen Irishman, but just from what I saw, for those who don't know, it's basically, and I know it's not a one take the whole time. I mean, it's trickery.
It's like Birdman.
Right, yeah.
Where it's shot like a one take, but there are edits.
Right.
Are you talking about The Irishman?
No.
1917.
1917. The Irish, 1917. Yeah, it's like
your coronavirus blocking your ears.
Probably.
So basically, the movie looks like just one take, and it's done really well. And to me, that's like good direction, because you got to figure out how are you going to cut, when are we going to cut, just the whole idea of telling such a story, and it does kind of give you like I heard a lot of people compare it to like a video game. You know, like you're on like this one mission, and you know it's like right on you the whole time. Not a lot of cuts.
It's tense. Like
it's very tense.
I was clenched like the whole time.
I saw it in IMAX. It was like, wow, this is crazy.
I saw it at the Ankeny, the giant screen in Ankeny or whatever it's called.
You went to the Movement one, right? Or
no, that's 4DX. Giant screen is just.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like IMAX.
I guess. Yeah.
But it's very like. There are breaks to kind of there's a little bit to alleviate the tension, but
yes,
mostly it's just like, I mean, it's a war movie, so you know stuff's gonna pop off at any moment. And
right, I put it up there with Saving Private Ryan. I mean, it's nice to see a World War One set movie. Is. I know we got Wonder Woman, but like a serious one where.
We don't give enough credit to World War One.
No, 2 is the most popular.
2 is the most popular.
Talked about, and it's just an easier target.
The sequel's always better.
Yeah, well, World War One doesn't get enough because there wasn't the amount of film or journalism to get back to the United States or whatever.
Well, we talked about that last time. You saw that Peter Jackson.
We Shall Not Grow Old.
I need to see that.
That is
they redo they kind of bring the footage to.
They digitally remaster all of the footage. It's
so you kind of feel like they exist because when you see old films, you're like, oh, it just doesn't feel like we're the same.
You add color to a film,
right?
That's all black and white, and all of a sudden you realize.
Do you think back when it was going on, they called it World War One?
They called it the Great.
Everybody said I know they called it the Great, but it's just funny to be like, we're in the middle of World War One, and they just like stop and look backwards and like, why does he keep saying that?
Are we planning a trilogy? What the hell?
Let's not do this again. Anyways, when World War II happens, I mean, sorry, I flipped to the wrong thing.
Spoilers.